crystals. Crystals are alive. Crystals are energy. Crystals are ways of raising the vibration in your home simply by having them present. They can store energy. You can charge them. You can charge some in sunlight, some in moonlight, and bring them into the house, and they can spread that energy and emit it from their crystalline form. You can also use them for different things: dreams, psychic abilities, meditations, healing, all kinds of different stuff that help raise your vibration. Now, one of the things I say is like, raising your vibration is something you can do yourself. You don't need anything outside of you, but there are tools to help. Everything I talk about is a tool to raise your vibration. Now, some of them are very important, like learning to respond versus react to your emotions. But others, like crystals, are a tool to help that you do not necessarily need. So if you're like, oh my God, I need to go buy crystals, no, you don't. You just need to understand that they can help and how they can help. And the idea is that you bring crystals into your home, you keep them charged with energy, and they emit it into your home, which helps raise the vibration of your home because they're bringing energy into your home. Some of them can clear negative energy and repel negative energy or lower forces. Some of them, like I said, can heal you. You can use them in baths, you can use them in your hands, you can use them for various things to help heal yourself. But crystals are energy. Some of them, in my experience, are just tools to pull energy in and emit it in a specific way. I use a lot of quartz, for example, as batteries. Quartz for me is a battery, like a battery power pack. And I use it with my other crystals, and my other crystals are what pull energy from the quartz, or I should say the quartz gives it to them. And the quartz acts as like the power plant. Other crystals have consciousness within them. They are little conscious beings, which means you can talk to them. I have one who loves to sing and dance. It's like, talks about singing and dancing. Please sing and dance. It's very happy, joyous energy. It's a crystalline consciousness. It's an energy within the crystalline grid. And it can be charged. She can be charged. She can pull energy from the others. She's a conscious being, one that deserves love, one who is awake and deserves respect and treated as a living being. She's not a living being in the sense that most people perceive, as in a plant or an animal. But even rocks have conscious energy. She has conscious energy. Some of my other crystals have conscious energy. And then there are others. There are others like crystal skulls. To me, crystal skulls are not necessarily conscious in their own. There might be some that are, but mine, for example, are tethers to guides. They're tethers to spiritual beings who have come and found that crystal, put energy into it to connect to them. And so when you use it, you're connecting to that being wherever they are in the universe because of quantum physics, quantum reality. So it's a way to connect with other beings, which means in these cases, you could have a crystal that's just a tool, but you could have a crystal that has a conscious energy to it who's going to help you raise your vibration and guide you, who's going to teach you through your dreams or in meditations. And you could have another one who's going to help you connect to another being who can come to you and help guide you, raise your vibration, teach you about crystals, healing, meditation, whatever it is. But crystals are very, very good for helping us as a tool on our journey. A lot of people will ask, well, what crystals should I use? It all depends on the person. I use a lot of amethyst, rose quartz, tiger's eye, for the most part. I have others too, a lot of others. but those are like my main four. For other people need more moonstone, obsidian, hematite, aquamarine, jasper. It's what calls to you in those moments. Who are you supposed to work with? If you're going through a phase in your life, you may specifically need a crystal that calls to you for the healing phase of that life. Or you may need something that brings you luck if you're shifting careers or prosperity. So it's up to you to decide which crystals are meant for you. One of the ways you do that is you go to a physical store. You go to a physical store. You can do it online. I've done that too online. I've looked through and intuitively picked which crystal called to me. But the process of being in a physical location is so much more, not just satisfying, but connected and immediate and trusting, because you're in the presence of the energy. You're not just viewing it on a computer and waiting for it to come from some distant land, some distant location. So when you're in a physical location and you can see them, you can run your fingers over them. Run your fingers over them and intuitively feel which ones call out to you, even if you know nothing about them. If you know nothing about them, just run your hand over like this. Listen to your thoughts, feelings, emotions, images that come up in your mind. Do you hear anything as you run over? And where do you start to hear something? And then stop your hand. That's one of the crystals you want to take. One of the things I say is when you're moving your hand, you'll often feel, as you're moving, you'll feel your finger drop. So if Spirit wants you to pick up a crystal, you can do this and just say, Spirit, please, breathe in deeply 3 times to clear your mind and focus, especially in a store. And just go like this as you ask, Spirit, please guide me to the crystal or crystals I need. And when you come to them, your finger will drop. And when your finger drops, and it can be any of your fingers really. That's usually my middle finger. So when your finger drops, it's like, oh, gotta pick that up. It's like the action of picking it up. And that's how I brought a lot of mine home. Even statues that are full of energy, but crystals, a lot of them, it's drop. I recently did that with crystal skulls and some other things I bought at a convention. I sat there, and you have the owners of the shop sitting there, and you're talking to them, and they're just watching you curiously sometimes. And because you're running your hand across the whole table, they had 4 or 5 tables, and I'm talking to them as I'm walking the tables doing this, and feeling my finger go drop, keeping in my head, okay, it dropped on that one, it dropped on that one, and then going back over to them and being like, okay, it was this one that it dropped on. Do I feel that's the one I want to take home? And then talking to Spirit about, why do I want that? And sometimes what happens is I'll hear drop or feel it and be like, that's a gift for somebody. Pick that up and give it to this person. So it's an intuitive way to bring crystals into your home. But you don't have to have them. Remember that. They are a tool. You can build friendships with them, and they can be used to do a variety of things that are not meant for this course. I might create another course about them if you want to leave comments and let me know what you think about that, because there are healing techniques, there are psychic techniques, there are ways to communicate with them, there are crystal grids, which I use a lot, crystal grids for protection and different things, and using them in water, all kinds of stuff. So if you want more information like that, let me know. I might put a course together, but for now, just understand crystals are here to help, and it's up to you to intuitively figure out if you want to go that approach. to intuitively figure out which ones are for you. Thank you again for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I am grateful for each and every one of you, and I love you all.